I apologize for the inconvenience you are experiencing. The archived posts you are referring to were accidentally deleted during a recent maintenance update. This can happen for a number of reasons during maintenance. 1. A script might have been written incorrectly, leading to unintended deletion of data. 2. A database migration process could have failed, resulting in data loss. 3. Human error during the update could have caused the accidental deletion of files. 4. A bug in the content management system could have been triggered by the update. 5. A rollback to a previous version of the website might have been incomplete, leaving certain data missing. 6. An automated cleanup process may have been configured too aggressively, removing content it shouldn't have. 7. Unforeseen compatibility issues between different software versions could have led to data corruption and loss. 8. A power outage or system crash during the update could have interrupted the process and caused data to be lost. 9. Security vulnerabilities could have been exploited, leading to malicious deletion of data. 10. Storage failures could have occurred, causing the data to become inaccessible. We are working to restore the lost content as soon as possible. The process of restoring lost data can be complex and time-consuming. Firstly, we need to identify the cause of the data loss to prevent it from happening again. Secondly, we need to assess the extent of the data loss to determine the best recovery strategy. Thirdly, we need to check backups to see if a recent copy of the data is available. Fourthly, we need to use data recovery tools to attempt to retrieve the lost data from the system. Fifthly, we need to validate the recovered data to ensure its integrity and accuracy. Sixthly, we need to carefully reintegrate the recovered data into the website. Seventhly, we need to thoroughly test the website to ensure that everything is functioning correctly. Eighthly, we need to monitor the website closely after the restoration to ensure that no further issues arise. Ninthly, we need to document the entire recovery process for future reference. Tenthly, we need to implement measures to prevent similar data loss incidents from happening again. In the meantime, you can still access the most recent posts on our website. This is because the most recent posts are likely stored in a different database or location than the archived posts. The archived posts are often stored separately to optimize performance and storage space. When restoring the data, several techniques will be employed. One common method involves restoring from backups. Backups are copies of the website's data that are created regularly and stored in a separate location. If a recent backup is available, it can be used to restore the lost data. However, if the backups are old, some data may still be lost. Another method involves using data recovery tools. These tools can scan the hard drives and other storage devices for deleted files and attempt to recover them. Data recovery tools are often effective at recovering data that has been accidentally deleted. However, they are not always successful, especially if the data has been overwritten or corrupted. A third method involves recreating the lost data manually. This is a time-consuming process, but it may be necessary if backups are not available or if data recovery tools are unsuccessful. Manual recreation involves going through old records and documents to find the lost information and re-entering it into the system. The restoration process also requires careful planning and execution. Firstly, the restoration team must assess the extent of the data loss and determine the best recovery strategy. Secondly, the team must gather all the necessary resources, including backups, data recovery tools, and technical expertise. Thirdly, the team must carefully plan the restoration process to minimize the risk of further data loss or corruption. Fourthly, the team must execute the restoration plan according to the established procedures. Fifthly, the team must thoroughly test the restored data to ensure its integrity and accuracy. Sixthly, the team must monitor the website closely after the restoration to ensure that everything is functioning correctly. There are a few other things to keep in mind. Data loss incidents can have a significant impact on a website's reputation and user trust. Therefore, it is important to communicate openly and honestly with users about the incident. Explain what happened, what steps are being taken to restore the data, and what users can expect in the meantime. It is also important to apologize for the inconvenience caused by the data loss. Data loss incidents can also be a learning opportunity. By carefully analyzing the cause of the incident, organizations can identify weaknesses in their data management practices and implement measures to prevent similar incidents from happening again. Some best practices for data management include regularly backing up data, storing backups in a secure location, implementing strong access controls, and training employees on data security procedures. Thank you for your patience and understanding as we work to resolve this issue. We understand that this data loss is frustrating, and we are committed to restoring the lost content as quickly and efficiently as possible. We will keep you updated on our progress and let you know when the restored data is available. Again, we appreciate your understanding. The restoration process involves a phased approach. Firstly, a complete system analysis is performed to identify the root cause of the data loss and prevent recurrence. This includes examining system logs, update scripts, and recent system changes. Secondly, a comprehensive backup assessment is conducted to locate the most recent and reliable backups. The integrity of these backups is verified before any restoration attempts are made. Thirdly, a test environment is established to simulate the website's production environment. This allows for restoration and testing without affecting the live website. Fourthly, data restoration is performed in the test environment using the identified backups or data recovery tools. The restored data is thoroughly checked for completeness and accuracy. Fifthly, the restored data is migrated from the test environment to the production environment. This process is carefully monitored to ensure data integrity and minimize downtime. Sixthly, post-restoration validation is conducted in the production environment to confirm that all data has been successfully restored and that the website is functioning correctly. Seventhly, continuous monitoring and security enhancements are implemented to prevent future data loss incidents. This includes strengthening access controls, implementing data loss prevention measures, and conducting regular security audits. The technical considerations during data restoration are multifaceted. Database integrity checks are performed to ensure that the database is consistent and free from errors. File system integrity is validated to verify that all files are present and uncorrupted. Application code is reviewed to identify and fix any bugs or vulnerabilities that may have contributed to the data loss. Network configurations are examined to ensure that data transfer is secure and efficient. Server configurations are optimized to improve performance and prevent future issues. Furthermore, we will use tools to analyze the logs to determine what happened. Log analysis tools can help identify patterns and anomalies in system logs, which can provide valuable insights into the cause of the data loss. Data recovery software can be used to scan storage devices for deleted files and attempt to recover them. Backup and restore utilities can be used to restore data from backups. Website monitoring tools can be used to monitor the website's performance and availability after the restoration. Our team follows a strict protocol throughout the restoration process. Firstly, documentation of each step is maintained for auditing and future reference. Secondly, communication is maintained with stakeholders to keep them informed of the progress and any potential issues. Thirdly, escalation procedures are in place to address any unexpected problems that may arise. Fourthly, quality assurance testing is conducted to ensure that the restored data meets the required standards. Fifthly, change management processes are followed to ensure that all changes are properly authorized and documented. To prevent future data loss, several measures are being implemented. Firstly, automated backups are scheduled regularly to ensure that data is always protected. Secondly, offsite backups are stored in a secure location to protect against physical disasters. Thirdly, data replication is used to create multiple copies of data in different locations. Fourthly, data loss prevention DLP tools are implemented to prevent sensitive data from leaving the organization. Fifthly, intrusion detection and prevention systems are used to protect against malicious attacks.